Hi friends, and welcome to episode 5 of Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Icon, and today we will together build a few assemblers to produce items which I happen to need for my daily use. And I want to expand towards those crude oil seeps today because I feel like we actually might need some oil from here on. But before we continue with that, I felt like I wanted to go for a few upgrades there. So extra construction drones sounds super fancy to me, so let's queue that up. Let's see, energy circuit, increase the recovery speed of mecha core energy. That sounds really interesting too for me. So we will need 60 coal, 60 wood, and 60 energetic graphite. We will acquire that stuff via handcrafting, I'd say. Also, I want to plop down another coal power plant today, because I really feel like we need them. So, yeah. A little bit of this and that today, because we are now needing more and more things to speed ourselves up a bit. But before I go back there, collecting all those coal items, let's see. That's something, yeah, here, drone engine. I wanted to have the construction drone speed as well. So can I drag and drop those? No, I can't. Hooray! Construction drones! So... can't I? Ah, right-clicking removes items. Drive engine. Okay. Unlocks mecha flight. Ah, that's what we need to get into space. I see. Just a little bit of coal and magnetic coils. Alrighty then. So it seems like I'm overdoing my planetary part a bit right now, but that's just fine. I am absolutely sure that we will put this infrastructure here to good use. Lack of material. What am I lacking right now? Oh yeah, pretty much everything. Iron ingots, copper ingots. The usual things. So copper ingots live here. And let's get over to the iron. So, still not that easy for me to do my stuff as organized as I want to, but we're gonna get there. Oh, look at this. I'm not able to... I don't have enough iron smelting anymore. What a pity. So, well, what to do. I know what I want to do here. So we're gonna install our first, or we don't, because I don't have the room. Okay. So it turns out that I'll have to reconstruct a lot of these things if I want to make them a little bit more efficient, because we happen to be in underproduction right now. But that doesn't come too surprising here to me. Anyways, all I want right now is just another... I have a hard time finding stuff in these menus. Oh, I also could go for solar power, but problem I think with solar power is that without the use of batteries, it will be always a quite problematic thing to do. So,
when putting a conveyor belt.
Yeah, dude, I really don't want to have this conversation again, okay? So, now, let's put the next one down like that. I think I could use a could use a third one like that, but one thing at a time.
The sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically...
No, really? Okay. So let's gather in that coal, and I'm gonna try and handcraft those coils in the background here. So that'll be 40 of them. I'll need more magnets and copper plates, but that shouldn't be any issue. Wait a sec, magnets are over here. So yeah, things are actually working out quite nicely at this point. I'm surprised to see that somehow. So just recharging my mech, and let's grab that. We're already done with the crafting process here. That's wonderful. So 20 more of those. I really want to go for the drive engine here as fast as possible. Do I have the necessary coal in my pocket? Yes, I do. So... Oh, it was on pause all the time. Oh no. Okay. Well, I had other things on my mind anyways. So... I want to put down a assembler for foundations. Because I really feel like we will be using that a lot in the future. So... let's drop one down of those. Oh yeah, I want to do it like that. Bridging it with the stone chest there. And just giving it a direct connector here. So here we go. And we will produce foundations. There we go. Well, I'll need... Let's see. It's 1 second and we need 3 units of stone per second, so yeah. We'll actually need those tier 2s. Okay, so power it up. And then...
You have done building the first power...
Come on. The first Tesla tower. Where are you living at, man? Get your attention a little bit higher. So, yeah, let's build those storage thingies. It's only MK1 storage, but it's okay for me. Okay.
You built a store.
No, really? So yeah, there we go. Landfill, basically. Alright. So that's been that. Let's see, what kind of items do I need for my tech? Or, much better, how can I repair that iron situation? Because right now, I don't seem to be able to get stuff done here. But I think my newly built foundations will be a good tool for this job. So let's try this.
Foundation. A terrain leveling tool, yet we cannot use it to change the planetary landforms at will. We can only level the surface to ground zero. If the foundation is used for high grounds, it will gain soil pile. On the contrary, if it is used on the ocean or low-lying areas, it must consume soil pile. When installing the foundation, either choose a kind of decoration or without decoration, even only surface leveling.
Wait a sec. Restore buried veins? Okay. Hooray! So now my construction drones are a lot more effective. So, okay, it seems like I am also able to just bury veins like that. Okay. Perfect.
Insufficient required items.
So,
you can click the replicator button at the bottom right of the screen to open the panel and manually replicate these items.
So I was just
you can use the R key.
Wondering if I wouldn't be able to fit in another mining machine here, because I feel like that would be the easiest way to achieve what I want to do there. But first, I'd say we have our first rendezvous in space today. It's time. But let me build a miner first. So obviously no oil today. Okay. Because I can't imagine that I will be able to do both of them. Oh no, I built another coal plant. Silly me. I wanted that. Oh, luckily I still have enough materials. Okay. So that inventory upgrade sure looks like something I'd like to try to. Oh no. It's just that huge. But, if we... Oh yeah, look at that. So I'm holding down shift right now to turn off the grid snap. And in situations like these, turning off the grid snap really looks very good. Like, now that enabled me to put this stuff online. Just like that. Awesome. So... Well, I didn't really need a second miner, but I felt like it would be way easier to plug in a second miner compared to trying to fix that first miner. But, well, maybe I need to rip out both miners and reconstruct from there. Haven't fully made up my mind yet. So, but first up, let's get rid of a few items here. So, unnecessary double stacking is something I definitely don't want to see. Then, no, here goes this stuff. So, didn't I have other stuff I didn't need? For sure I did, but, so, here's stone. I can drop that here. Drive engine level, so. But I'd say before I go for that...
The ability to fly. Double-click the space key to lift off, and then use the arrow keys to control mecha movement. The moving speed will increase by 150%, with more energy consumed under flight mode. Pressing the Alt key can return the mecha to the ground during the flight.
Alright, so these are at least really useful new informations, but I'd say before I go for crazy explorations, I want to acquire a few bits of coal to keep my wonderful machine flying, you know. So there we go. I mean, I had fuel cells the other day, but no longer. So here we go. Let's think about the technology next. So energy circuit. Oh yeah, I wanted that so badly, but no, not yet. Inventory capacity. Well, I want that too. So 120 steel and 120 circuit boards. We should be able to satisfy that easily manually. As long as I can bring up the necessary materials, but yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, well, I'm pretty much out of iron here, so... Well... Whatever, let's try that. Okay, so that's the flight mode. But that doesn't really get me into space, doesn't it? Nah. I just have a wonderful option to burn my fuel like that. But I'm pretty sure that with the same upgrade here, let's see. So, double press space to lift off. Mecha sail. Mecha will orbit the planet at a higher speed. So... Warp. Okay. So there's vertical construction, veins utilization. Okay, so I was over ambitious. We're still not lifting off that much as I thought. So let's see, are there any other things I could do? Alright, so let's check out the recipe for the energetic graphite. I just happen to need 120 units of coal, if I understand that correctly. That's it. So, here. So that stuff is just some, let's see, 6.3 megajoule, and it has an extra percentage of power generation in the fuel chamber generation. So that's what I should be using later. So 60 of those. Yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place today. Sorry, but with this game I still have a little bit of a hard time to get myself simply organized, if you get my idea. It's I'm not there yet, you know. But what I can already say, it's a lot of fun to play this game. So, here we go. Now, that's looking better, doesn't it? So, my plan was to... Oops. Connect this like that. Here, and then we go downstairs. Let's see how much of a pain it is to connect a... Oh, it automatically comes. Alright. Perfect! That's even better than I feared. So... this time I'll be just able to not only build a smelter, I'm building smelters, my friend. So this will be compared to what I have now, the upgrade. So we will do these, and let's see. So this recipe uses 1 unit of iron ore per sec. Okay. That's quite easy to calculate, so we're going to be fine with those regular sorters. Boom. Also, I want to output this stuff like here, and then, well, we have to fit in our first of these guys in there. Or, wait a sec. No, that doesn't work like that. I need to plug in the splitter here in between, I'd say. Everything else won't be working. So, here we go. So this way we get the best of both worlds. So, output-wise, a regular sorter should be perfectly fine. Luckily, I just got enough materials to craft 2 of those. There we go. Now, let's connect it all with power and be happy, I'd say. Because this will be a major upgrade for my industries back there, which are just eating up all the materials right now. This thing has to offer. So 60 per minute. What I underestimated here is that this spelt is now oversaturated, because I input the materials of 2 smelters there, so that's bad. We have to do that better later. But the important point lies on later. So, I wanted to have these circuit boards, and I really want them, so let's steal stuff from the belt and sip a little bit of tea. And let's see. Alright. So finally the gameplay is a little bit more challenging than than when we started. Quite happy to see that. Alright, so this factory here will be soon full. Then this one here will fill up. Okay. So, am I already done with that other research? I think so. No, I'm not. So, let's go for this research. Because I feel like... yeah, exactly. Gathering a few bits and bobs of coal extra won't be any issue for me. Oh, that foundation stuff is coming up so handy. Because right now I see my chances here to expand further way more easily than before. So, I wanted to have that one too. So, circuit boards and steel. Let's see, circuit boards are iron plates and copper plates. Okay. So, tell you what, friends, we are going to optimize this now. So, I feel like we don't need to go just like that. We might as well just take this belt and let's see, I want to hit the copper at some point. So, oh yeah, that's looking great. That's exactly what I want to have. Perfect. Alright. So, well, sadly I have to say I don't really notice the higher amount of work speed on those drones yet, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So, there we go. My plan now is to bring up an assembler somewhere, or wait a sec, I could just dip into that iron there. Do I want to do that? Yes, I do. I feel like this iron belt now, since it's fully stacked up, should be able to be supplying this. So, more mecha fuel power. Let's see, does that also work for those Tesla thingies? I don't think so, but whatever. Okay, inventory capacity. That's what I wanted next. So this guy here will now be producing the circuit boards pretty much for the rest of the facility too. So let's check out 1 second production time. So we're gonna need one of those fast inserters. I will call them inserters from now on. I can't do it differently. Just like that. And we're also gonna need a fast one to output that stuff. So I'm really, really looking forward to the future of this game when we will be forced to scale up, you know. Really, really looking forward to that. So I'll just twiddle that through here to make sure I leave a little bit of room for my copper plates here out of that storage, because I'm blocking that output soon. Alright. Still gotta say, belt management in Factorio still feels a little bit smoother, but I'm gotta say Factorio is also a fully released game, so... Gamers recently... I've seen that a lot, that gamers went into a very, very hard judgment with games which are still EA, and I'm like, well... Seen people so often compare EA titles to fully released title, and I'm like, yeah, come on. It's not exactly a fair fight here. So, I need to recharge my mech. And well, let's see. So, a lot of my action today is about upgrading, I notice. Mech upgrading is today the big topic, but I really feel like it's definitely worth the effort what I'm doing here, because it will be way easier once I have all these upgrades rolling, I'm pretty sure. So, here we go. That was enough steel to begin with, and that's okay. Good. That's the last piece of manual research we needed for these upgrades there. So vertical construction is the red science. Veins utilization, I really want that because it will lower the amount of consumed materials. Sounds really, really interesting. Okay, the rest is all matrix research. So where to next? Next, crystal smelting is no longer acquirable. High efficiency logistics system, we will see a better belt there. Oh, what's the last one? Ah, even a better storage. Ooh, the big boy sorter now. So, semiconductor material. So I will be able to create microcrystalline components, but without an actual use for those, that tech won't be any useful yet. Wait a sec. Basic chemical engineering. Oh, that's something I want to do too. So we can create plastic, sulfuric acid. Yeah, these are really important things. And the magnetic levitation technology, we can't research that yet. Okay. Whoops. Alright, but luckily my crapped inventory is now a little bit freer to just, well, you know me. So, let's put in those logs. Sort that stuff. Is there an auto sort function? Yeah, just like I thought. So, only the water... Oh, water only stacks up to 20. That's a little bit sad. So, storage tank. I actually got one, so...
You built a storage.
Okay. I actually just did that to get rid of my... Oh, interesting. I can't just put my water from my inventory in there. So let's see how we'll get rid of that water one day. Alright, so let's craft ourselves something for the oil. I'd say it's a gathering material thing, so this is the oil. That's what the oil extractor is looking like. So we'll need steel for that, and plasma exciters. So, prisms. Prisms were made out of glass. Okay. So I'd say I'll put up a small prism facility now too, because we definitely seem to need that. So... Whoops. I'm running into the wrong direction here. Or... Ah! Wait a sec. Silly old me. Okay, holding space brings me only this high. So I can't enter space yet. Okay. Felt like for a moment I was sure that I just missed it out of derpiness how it works, but no. Alright, so I went with the glass facility like this. That's the storage? Exactly. Wonderful. So right now I have no clue if I happen to need that stuff on a belt one day. So what I like to do in this kind of scenario is draw the belt down and use it if necessary and forget it if not. So here we go. So prisms need 1.5 units of glass per second. Or wait a second, 2 seconds we consume 3. Yeah, that's 1.5 per sec. So we're gonna be good with those regular guys. Feel like considering also putting up facilities for this kind of equipment next, because we, well, I think it's quite noticeable at this point that I'm scaling up like that. Semiconductors, wonderful. So, okay, only one of these can be at the same grid, I see. So, I want to dismantle the sorter here. No, wait a sec. I'm not... Ah, here. Because I want to go from here, and I want to insert like that. Okay. So, boom, we create our prisms like that. Let's see, what would I need to do for those exciters? I happen to need those magnetic coils too. So that's copper and iron. So doesn't that sound familiar, friends? Copper and iron. So, tell you what, we're gonna dismantle that wind turbine and put it up somewhere else.
Wind turbine. You have established.
And it'll all make sense in a second. And then we will craft another assembler. Let's see if that works out as I want it to. I'm not sure about that though. So, assembling machine. Yeah, but it's looking good so far. So let's see. So I want to create those. Where are they at? Oh, here's the recipe selector. So we happen to need magnets for that. Whoopsie. So I'm just looking at the wrong one here. So I will need it more like here. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. So using the spaghetti to my own advantage, you know. But I'd say it'll work out just fine. So how are the ratios here? We're gonna need per second 2 units of magnets, so let me upgrade that, sorta. Just use a bigger one in that kind of scenario. So 0.75 per trip, I don't like that, so use that. And now we just get over here like that. Get over there like that. And get down like that. So here we are. These guys are producing 45 per minute. That means less than 1 per second. That also means a regular sorter will be just fine. Okay, there we go. So these prisms and yeah, prisms and those coils were all we needed for those exciters. I'm pretty sure that we will need insane amounts of those coils later down the road. Absolutely sure about that. So yeah, okay, just like I thought, no oil today, but that's okay. I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. So we're gonna put the conveyor belt just like that. And then it should be perfectly easy to get the stuff going. So the prisms will flow just like that, and then I should have all it takes to create yet another assembler. No, I don't. Guess I'm out of iron again, and so guess what? We start to be able to gather the necessary materials just from the factory, basically. I really like what's happening here. So, well, not yet happening on the circuit boards, but whatever. No problem for me. Alright. So, last piece of action today will be that plasma exciter assembler, and then we're done for today's episode. So yeah, really enjoying myself here. We're getting into the flow of things, and can't say I'm not enjoying myself. Alright, here we go. And that's gonna be plasma exciters. Alright. So, what kind of ratio do we have here? We need 2 coils per second and 1 prism per second, so it's gonna be quite simple. Input. So these are a little bit longer. I really like that you can just use your inserters in this game pretty multifunctionally. So I mean it like that you can use them on short distance and middle distance and longer distance. the price of lower efficiency. That's really a cool concept for me. Alrighty, friends, so that's it for today. I think I'm really happy with our success so far. So before this episode turns to be too long, thanks for watching. Drop me a comment down below, leave a like, leave a subscribe. As usually, I am super happy about your support, and I'd say next episode I should be perfectly able to get towards oil because we have researched everything, I have prepared everything, so let's get going. Thanks for watching, catch you guys next time. Bye bye.